What's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Merton here at DataDash, and today is March 29th of 2021. Well, folks, I hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are, and in today's video, we're not only going to be spending some time to dive directly into some cryptocurrency plays that I think have a chance to really multiply going over the next few weeks, but outside of that as well, and speaking to the reason why I believe that's the case, we have to talk about the upcoming secondary wave of the current altcoin cycle that we're living through and why it's incredibly important right now to not get fearful about the short-term bumps in the market, but focus on the future potential here. So we've got lots of things to discuss right after our quick sponsor. And our sponsor for today's episode is TaxBit. The 2020 tax season is here. Calculating taxes on cryptocurrency is complex and time-consuming, but TaxBit has made it easy by automating the entire process. Link your exchanges and wallets to seamlessly pull your transactions through their tax engine and auto-generate your tax forms. Aside from automating taxes, TaxBit provides crypto enthusiasts real-time portfolio tracking and tax optimization visibility so that you can make tax optimization crypto trades throughout the year. If you're looking to stay IRS compliant, have real-time portfolio visibility, and save money on cryptocurrency taxes, then TaxBit is the platform for you. Check out the link down below in the description for more information. Alrighty, everyone, so right before we dive in to talk about things, I did want to mention to you guys real quick that I'm going to be speaking at a free virtual conference known as Blockdown. It's the fourth version, Blockdown 4.0, where I'm going to be speaking alongside a variety of great speakers here. You guys can go ahead, register your ticket and the button here on the website. I'll leave a link down below in the description. But they'll have like the mayor of Miami here, Francis Suarez, Akon, Sergey Nazarov from Chainlink. We've got Eric Voorhees from Shapeshift, myself, and a variety of people like Amin Gunsir. So I highly recommend you guys check out the website at the link down below. But let's just go ahead and dive straight into things, guys. I don't want to push off any time here. I want to dive straight into the alpha here, the opportunity that lies ahead in the market. So let's take a quick look at the long-term time frame here. And I'll go ahead and I'll actually bounce over to the weekly here just to kind of showcase the price action better. So taking a look here, we had the first major breakdown of altcoins, the two major altcoin cycles that we had. The first one here going into the summer, or really going into May of 2017, starting back from February 2017, so a 3-month period here. And then the secondary cycle here that led us down here from December to January. Very fast super cycle where we had even crazier price action in the market. Everything was up, right? And ever since then, during the bear market and also the beginning of this bull market, we've been building into basically an ascending wedge. Now, there's really 3 key signs here we need to talk about here in regards to this price action going here from back here in the bottom of January 2018 to where we are today. First one is this major ascending wedge, the slightly rising highs and even faster rising lows. An ascending wedge, though it may sound good, is actually a bearish pattern. And have it on these longer term time frames, they hold much more relevancy than what's happening on a day-to-day basis between altcoins and Bitcoin. Right? What really matters here is these longer term time frames. And the secondary factor here that's very worrisome for Bitcoin dominance, and bear in mind, I know many of you are very common to me looking at 100 minus BTCD, which is altcoin dominance, generally speaking. But I wanted to go ahead and take another perspective on it here. It's the exact same thing, it's just reversed. Right? Take a look here at Bitcoin dominance back here in September 2019 and here in December 28 of 2020. Right? Not only could you say this is a very clear double top in regards to market dominance, but it's nowhere near the previous range for highs that were rising up over time. This signals a clear reversal alongside an ascending wedge. But there's also another catch here, very important thing to keep in mind, and that is the time frame between February and where we are now, the last 2 months worth of altcoin or Bitcoin dominance in this case, if you will. We've gone from around 64% down to 60%, which has been ranging a support here in what's known as a descending triangle. Consistent support range, lowering highs. This is a clear breakdown pattern. Now, what does it mean for Bitcoin dominance to break down here? Does this mean that Bitcoin's going down in value? No, I don't think it's going down in value. I think Bitcoin's going to continue to climb. But in doing so, whether it holds where it is, whether it sells off, whether it picks up, that's not really the topic of discussion here. It means that Bitcoin is going to own less market share of the market as liquidity cycles in to cryptocurrencies that aren't Bitcoin, ergo altcoins, right? In this case, we've got a really big chance here for altcoins to start to stimulate throughout the market and really start to lead the charge here over the next coming weeks. So the only question here really we have, now that we have these three key technical signs, is what cryptocurrency sectors are going to leapfrog? Well, there's a lot of clear sectors here in this case, and I'm going to be doing a really detailed report on the Dash report. If you guys are interested in checking out the newest version that'll come out early in the beginning of the month, you can check the link down below in the description. But bear in mind, again, you might want to wait for that April 1st launch date because you guys will get the most recent copy that's already out. But again, we're going to be doing a report on this and kind of preparing for the altcoin cycle because the next 2 months are going to be extremely intense. But I do want to share some just kind of free opportunities that I think I see in the market here, guys. I'm always big about giving you guys any kind of info I can share here, spot in the market. So one of those is layer 2 solutions, right? As Ethereum is not going to be getting Optimism, at least a Uniswap implementation of Optimism, which is the sole thing that's preventing gas fees from going down right now. Until we get that, we have high gas fees on Ethereum. And layer 2 solutions are a really important trend and focus point for people to watch here. Take a look at Amisa Go here, a cryptocurrency that based out against Bitcoin for almost nearly a year here and finally had a seismic breakout here. So an old saying here that's very important, the longer the base, the higher the chase, so the bigger the breakout, right? Well, take a look here. We've been basing out again here since back in December during this period where altcoin's been relatively strong. Mexico's been quiet here. It's waiting for its opportune moment. And we've had 3 weeks where we've been continuing to increase against Bitcoin here. And not only that, setting in a higher low here, and the volume profile looks very good. I think that we're going to get a pretty sizable breakout. And this is one that I do have a position in, guys. But I want to go ahead and showcase why I think that this broad sector is doing well. It's not just that I have a position on Misa Go. Yes, I have it in there because I believe that layer 2s are going to leapfrog. And along with that as well, Misa Go or OMG Network now. They've rebranded over the last year, but this is a project from 2017. I always get used to the old branding. Though they have partnerships with some of the major stablecoins like Tether as a layer 2 scaling solution, there are a variety of other plays that are looking to do very well and have great technical patterns. Take a look at Raiden Network here. We're looking at the 2-week chart. Each of these candles represent 2 weeks worth of price action. All the way back here since 2017, launching in the middle of the altcoin cycle on Binance, a lot of major exchanges, then entering into a bearish regression here, setting into a descending wedge, which bear in mind is a bullish pattern, where we've got the lowering highs here at a faster rate than the lowering support range. And we've had a bounce off back here in January. I've been climbing ever since. What happens when we get up to 3,000 to 3,500 Satoshis and break past this line? There really isn't much resistance outside of here, maybe at 10,000 Satoshis or one of the higher levels up here. It's probably got a lot of room to go. And again, Raiden Network here is a long-term layer 2 scaling solution. Like Omise Go and many other plays in the market, people are really favoring some of these plays that have been around for some time, who've been building during the bear market and have that brand and reputation as well as a broad base of holders and supporters. I'm not here to defend Raiden's tech or even compare it as some people say. They say it's the Lightning Network of Ethereum. I'm not even here to say that. All I'm saying is that the price action here signals a lot of strength, a lot of potential upside. Next up here is Unibright. Now this is a project that I've been an advisor for here, guys. I'm going to be blunt and honest with you guys, but they've been doing a lot of interesting things here in the interim when it comes to scaling out enterprise operations, right? And that's the launch of the Base Ledger protocol or the Base Ledger network, right? So we can see here that for UBT, which is going to be the core asset here for the overall network, we can see that we've set in a higher low here since what we had back here in February against Ethereum. And again, this is really important to see, to start to see this reversal of higher highs and higher lows. And that's exactly what you want to see on the technical price section. The volume profile looks very good. There's a lot of buying activity going into it here on Bittrex and a few of the exchanges that it's traded on. So there's a lot of great broad global coverage that I highly recommend you guys keep an eye on UBT here for picking up. If it were to get above this range around 100,000 sats here against, not 100,000 sats. If it got above 0.001 ETH, my apologies on that, guys. If it did that, I would get very, very confident on this. And what's great is it's available through Uniswap, through Digifox. There's all types of platforms you're able to get it through. Right? Again, with the launch of Base Ledger, this is going to be very, very critical here, guys. It is another layer 2 solution here for enterprise operations, whereas Raiden Network and Amisa Go are more for payments at the end of the day, right? So these are ways that you can trade layer 2 solutions. And I want to make something clear here, guys. whether it's Raiden or Mise Go or Base Ledger here, right? I'm not so much indifferent to the technology. I do know what the team's doing over at Unibright, and I do love what they're doing for Base Ledger. I think it's a really needed technology, and there's not so much competition in regards to an enterprise platform for Layer 2. But when it comes to Mise Go and Raiden, again, it's not so much a question of technicals. It's just the simple macro market insight of seeing that Layer 2 is going to be a topic of discussion. Until we get optimism and ZK rollups, which is probably going to be well into May, something's got to give here in the interim. People are going to get excited about potential other Layer 2s that are tokenized that you can get a position to, unlike Optimism or ZK rollups that don't have any tokenization and have no way to have direct ownership over. Now, the last kind of honorable mention that I wanted to make, because it has been showing a great breakout here over the last 24 hours, is another project that, again, I've been working with, and that is Benchmark Protocol. It's one of the rebasing currencies out there. This is another sector that I keep an eye on. The unfortunate reality here is that Ampleforth and a few other places really haven't been developing at the rate that Benchmark has here. Benchmark Protocol, which we joined back in January, has been absolutely skyrocketing since we got on board. And outside of that as well, against Bitcoin here, when you're taking a look at the Benchmark Protocol market cap, as it's a rebasing currency, the supply can go up or down. If you take a look at the market cap and divide it by Bitcoin's market cap, we just broke through a massive ascending triangle, a major long-term bullish pattern here that's been building up since here in February and is now looking like it wants more and more move here in the sense price. So again, I highly recommend you guys read through some of these projects. These are just some cool ones to take a dive through. Again, as I mentioned to you guys about when I have positions in them and when I don't, right? I don't have any position in Raiden. It's one that I'm looking at possibly building a position in. But outside of that as well, guys, you got plays like Mise Go that I recently built to trade in. I'm putting my money where my mouth is in this case. Now, again, it's not something where I'm putting all my eggs into just these cryptocurrencies. I'm in a wide range of cryptos. Some of my largest positions are DeFi plays that weren't even mentioned in this video, guys. I'm not here just to get you hyped up about one or two coins. I just want to share a variety of different plays that can help you strike a really important and healthy balance. Exciting risk exposure for potential returns, but outside of that as well, making sure that you have enough diversification and insights into what sectors are going to lead in the market. That's the most critical thing, guys. And I'm always going to be here with you guys every step of the way in that journey. I'm not here to just focus on one thing to the next here. Now, at the end of it all, guys, one other critical thing that I do recommend, and this is the ultimate alpha, the unfortunate ultimate alpha that everyone needs to focus on, and that is preparing for taxes during tax season. Now, if you guys want to support the channel and you're looking to do your taxes, there's a link down below in the description to TaxBait where you can get 10% off on any tax package. But I highly recommend you guys check them out. Give them a try. You can try them out at no cost, inputting your data, in this case, inputting in your exchanges and wallets, and seeing if TaxBait is the right solution for you. So, again, no risk in trying, guys. That being said, that's it for today's video, everyone. I want to thank you all for joining me here today. If you guys like this video, please drop a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And what really helps me out is if you can just share a video with your friends or family who are trying to get in this space. It's always good to make sure people get started off at the right place, guys. And I like to think that hopefully at the end of the day, we're giving out some good information here on the channel. Good place to start for people who are just getting started in the crypto space. All right, everyone. If you got anything you guys want to share as well, please leave it down in the comments down below. I'd love to get the discussion going. But until the next video, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.